Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride the side while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I f***ing sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no hesi, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots, but somehow I just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm BIG, you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Richardson off the play fake. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Richardson. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Richardson going to move him around. Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. We won. Come
on. On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Daniels looking to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 10.
19 target. Hawk 70. Hawk
70. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
50 vices.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Daniel's going to throw for it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Olamide Zaccheaus from 6 yards away. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now 2nd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they put it on the ground. at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Richardson looking to throw this. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now Richardson. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a big lead. Job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Barkley, inside handoff. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This taken in by Downs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That complete to Downs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A final shot before the half. Richardson looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson to throw on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter, his second sack of the night.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Downs going in motion right. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now Richardson finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Hurts going to move him around. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Richardson now on second down. And quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Richardson looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. $13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Richardson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, That may have won them the football game.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Richardson looking to throw it. That's complete to Pierce.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing now is Richardson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Complete at the one. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Pass complete. Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Your sensation, my fixation.
Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
motion, these stay up. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Off play action. Richardson. He finds his man complete. That's Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Add 9 Mitchell. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah,
taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Indy.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Richardson to the air on first down. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Play action. Now Richardson steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
From the 5, third and goal. They'll try and run Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Come on, Rich.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we gotta go stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Richardson off the play fake.
A leap, and he's got it. Jelani Woods with an acrobatic catch.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Now Burrow going to change things up. The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
That complete to Downs.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They go play action with Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Richardson working from the gun. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Richardson.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback. Tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been a week since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees. Hanging on palm. Spilling. Code 304. She don't want a 16. Renegade on a make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Dana. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable. Able to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes third down at 7. Downs going in motion right. On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
An audible here to get a new look. Richardson on 4th down. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell.
37 yards.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, Richardson.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Here's Richardson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Richardson to the air on first down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. That's laid out deep for Rice.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Richardson. To the right side and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Off play action. Richardson. And this taken in by Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pick up there.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the handoff, this is Taylor. There he goes left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They run it with Pirine on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
This is 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Richardson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Richardson. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 40 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Taylor try and run.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
This taken in at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Pirine.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Gray. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out.